Angela here, and I'm ready to read with you again today. Today we're reading out of Acts again, and then we're going to read chapter 10. We're going to read verses 1 through 35 and verse 44. And this story, it's about two guys named Cornelius and Peter. And there's a lot that happens in the story. So we're going to talk about what happens in the story in a minute. We're going to do our activity first today. So for this activity, I have a bunch of random items here, like a card, a screw, a wooden peg, a needle and thread, a nail, a marker, an avocado, a pencil, glue, a note, M&Ms. All right, all kinds of stuff here. So what we're going to do, I'm going to post up on the screen all the different items. And I'm gonna get my kids to come and take turns switching out and putting all of the items into different categories, okay? So you need to do the same thing. You're gonna look at all the items and put them into categories of ways that you think they're alike, okay? So you just need to put them in categories and then be able to tell us why you put them in those categories, what made them. So for example, you could put a toothpick and a pencil together because they're both the same shape, okay? Something like that. So do it however you want. So let's check in with my kiddos and see what they do.
So this is the pile that's not full of sharp stuff, and this is the pile that is full of sharp stuff. Stuff that is wood, stuff you build with, stuff that is made out of paper, food, and stuff you draw with.
Okay, so we just saw from that activity that Tuller and Ada categorized those items very differently. How did you categorize them? Wow, that's really cool. Isn't it neat how all of you did it very differently? Okay, so let's get back to the story in Acts chapter 10 about Cornelius and Peter. So Cornelius was something called a Gentile, and Peter was a Jew. And back then, Jews were not supposed to talk to Gentiles, and Gentiles were not supposed to talk to Jews. So Peter has a dream, and in the dream, God tells Peter that he can eat any kind of food he wants. Because you see, Jews back then also were told they were only allowed to eat certain foods that were called clean foods. So he would only eat these clean foods. Well, God tells him in this dream to eat the other food that he thought was unclean. So God used this dream to show Peter that he loves everybody. There's nobody that's better than another. And yeah, we're all different, but he loves us for how we're different. Just like Cornelius was a Gentile, just because he was a Gentile doesn't mean that God didn't love him. God loves him too. But that's the point. The point is that we can learn from this that God loves everybody. We're all different, and it doesn't matter what color you are, what kind of house you live in, where you grew up, what kind of clothes you wear, what kind of car you drive. None of that matters. Even if you're silly, if you're tall, if you're short, none of that matters. God loves everybody. And he wants us to love everybody too. Just like Peter learns in this story. He learns to love Cornelius, and in fact, he leads Cornelius to Jesus, and they pray the prayer of salvation together, and he gets baptized. So guys, I want you to learn from that. Share Jesus with everybody. God loves everybody. God loves you. He loves all of us no matter what. So go out and love everybody today and share Jesus with everybody just like Peter did. Have a great day, guys. Bye.